Hi, I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. I am in the process of making my last batch of lip balms. I've got a 1 ounce block here, which is going to go into my can and my pot of boiling water, and I'm going to make up, put it down close to 4 ounces of wax. And I like to use a mixture of olive oil and canola oil. Roughly 50%, 50-50 mix. And that is melting away in here. These lip balms that I'm making now, this will make roughly 30, this is going to be just over 30. I did do just over 4 ounces, and it was a block that was a bit more than 1 ounce. It'll make about 30 to 35 lip balms. Peppermint is normally my favorite, my best seller rather. It's not one of my favorites, but it's the best seller. So I'll be adding peppermint oil extract to that. So that I'll do as it approaches the final temperature. So I don't want to boil off the scents sometimes, especially if they're alcohol based. Don't want to boil them off. I'll also put a bit of vitamin E in the product here as an antioxidant. I usually put 2 tablets of vitamin E in there. So we're going to warm this up, and while I'm doing that, I'll get some lip balm tubes out, which I'm going to line up here. I think it'll make about 30 something lip balms. I was pouring them into these 0.1 ounce containers. I'm going to try to avoid spilling it or knocking one over before they set. So I am close to being ready for the show coming up. I'll be preparing tomorrow, laying out the booth, and the show will be Saturday and Sunday. We'll see how things go and what sells best, and then next week I'll make up some extra product depending on what sells, because I've got a good inventory of most things now. What I hope to do next week, well, I hope I'm short of inventory and I've got to make up some more inventory, but it won't take me that long to do that. But I'm hoping that most of the days next week I can spend out there with the bees, because I've got to get my oxalic acid treatments done and my winter preparation coming up. There's no hurry for the winter preparation yet still, but the oxalic acid treatment I'd like to get in now. It's perfect conditions for it. Days in the 40s and low 50s. useful to keep the end of the container cool. Then it forms a little waxy lip which stops a little bead going down the side of the container, lip balm tube. That's hard when it's hot. Looks like I got 33 in all. So the process is very simple. Just melt your wax in a double boiler like this. I use a tin can with a funnel shape in it, like that. And then melt the wax, add the oil as you're melting it, add some vitamin E for antioxidant, and just before you pour, add your scent or your flavor, however you like to describe it. And that's a extremely simple recipe. You can really go to town with some really fancy recipes. I don't pretend to make anything fancy here, just something which is good quality and does the job. I'll take these in the house, label them, put a plastic shrink wrap seal on the lip balm tube, and they'll be ready for sale. That means if I can, let's see, on average I get, for 1 ounce of wax, on average I get just over 25 lip balms. This is a bit over an ounce. So for every ounce of wax, if I make 25 lip balms, if I sell them at the maximum, at the full retail price of $3 each, making $75 per ounce of wax, plus a few oils and thyme and vitamins, that sort of thing. So that becomes a very good return on your beeswax.
Having said that, there's a lot of time involved in this. I was just saying to Anne this morning, it takes a lot more time to make $75 making lip balms than it takes to make a nuke. And basically, I would much prefer dealing with the bees, and there's a lot less work per dollar involved. It's a lot of work involved, but this is a lot of work. There's a lot goes into making your lip balms. It's like time-consuming preparation, and the labeling and shrink wrapping doesn't use some time too. Okay, so those lip balms are ready to go. Oh, I've got those 3. I'm going to pick them up with those.
So I'll make some beeswax hand creams. This time 2 ounces of wax. Let that melting. With the recipe for the hand creams I make, I use again the ratio of 1:1 olive oil, vegetable oil, but instead of 4 ounces, I'd make 6 ounces per ounce of wax. So I put 2 ounces in there. I need 12 ounces of wax. Tap 12 ounces of oil to go with the 2 ounces of wax. Now, rather than heating all this up straight away, I am going to melt the wax first in a much smaller unit. I'll put a little bit of oil in here to melt it top and bottom. This way the wax is submerged in hot material. What I'm going to do is let that melt first. I'll add this, and this time instead of peppermint, because no one wants a hand cream that smells of peppermint, I will be using coconut extract instead. Or I may sometimes do vanilla. This is something that would be a lot easier if I did it in larger scale. This is very time consuming doing it this way. Now it's liquid again. I just have to fill up containers, and this table is not exactly flat. I push it nearer the middle, where it is flatter. To the next one. So that's how I make lip balms and hand creams. The ratios are just about 50% more oil compared to the lip balms. The recipes are very, very similar. I get this recipe from Beekeeping for Dummies, and to me this has worked really, really well. I think the only thing I've added is vitamin E in order to be an antioxidant. But my customers like these, my customers love these, and I will continue making them like this, and might add a few different flavors as I have more time to do other stuff. But to do that, I've got to find more time. Anyway, that's it for now. I've got other jobs to do after this, so this is me preparing two more types of product for my craft fairs coming up this week, next week, and the week after, and of course sales for Christmas, that sort of thing. Anyway, I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. We'll see you next time.